My name is Jamal Crawford. I'm from Seattle, Washington, and this is where we are right now. When I think of home, the first thing I think about is Seattle, Washington. I would say some of the most iconic playground runs is Liberty Park, now called Crawford Court, which is pretty cool because I grew up playing there in El Centro de la Raza. It was on Beacon Hill. It was the only court outside that had glass backboards, so that was popular. I know now in this generation, a lot of kids have a lot of trainers, but for me, those were the trainers. Playing against older guys on the blacktop, I learned how to play basketball, and it definitely makes you grow up fast. You know, being the kid that's out there playing at 14, 15, and you know, the grown man don't want to give you the ball because you haven't proved you can play out there. And then when you make a shot, how gratifying that is to say, you know what, I kind of belong out here and get those guys respect. At that time in the neighborhood, that means everything. My biggest playground inspiration is definitely Skip to my little Rafer Alston. So I got the And One mixtape. I was just mesmerized watching Skip. No matter where I went, I would take that tape with me. I would take it to a friend's house, I'll stick it in for inspiration before I went on the blacktop. He just had so much success, and it was amazing to me because at that time, you always hear these war stories of people on the streets who were so good and didn't go further than that. But he was the guy that you seen kind of growing up, and he was able to make the transition. So I thought if he could do it, you know, it kind of inspired me as well to be able to keep my game the same and know that I could go places doing that. And the one specific move I definitely stole from Skip was the skip. I do it a little bit differently. I kind of come down and he was actually skipping and kind of throwing his arms with it. I keep the ball, but I just kind of hop with it. When I feel most powerful on the court is when I'm not thinking. When you see me skipping up the court with the ball, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. It's like the spirit kind of moves me. Now you're going through your legs, now you're going behind your back, now you see a pass. When I'm skipping, I know I'm in my groove. The atmosphere when I was watching Skip play was amazing. There was people like lined up to see him. When you can control the ball the way he could, I was like, you kind of have the crowd in the palm of your hands every single time because they're on the edge of their seats. They don't know what you're gonna do. The crowd's into it, their teammates are into it, and then that's worth more than just the move, right? You got everybody into it. Your team can go on a run from that, the momentum, you can use that and you can kind of bottle it up. And I think it's a special treat to have. I think you'll see more and more street moves in the NBA. As long as you have guys who grew up, you can tell play on the blacktop, it'll kind of translate. And I think that's what they're showing. And hopefully I showed it that you can take that game and make it successful in the NBA.